What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, oh, wow, it's Thursday. That quick. It's Baby Friday. Wow, the Chop Chop is not aired on Friday, so we consider this our Friday, and it's Baby Friday. Let me get out of this. Let me see, y'all. I got some things going on over here, and it's not updating me right. Let's go right there. Let me get to my but what's up, everybody? I mean, what? Talk to me. It's that day. Okay, there it is now. It then popped up on the screen. What's going on this week? Oh my goodness. Ooh, man. Let me tell y'all something. Something just popped up on my feed. I'm gonna unshare. You know, I um I don't know why certain things are on that comes up on your feed, but when I popped up in some, oh my God, it's some terrible stuff popped up on my Facebook feed. All I'm trying to do is go to Facebook so I can post it. Uh, huh, wow, huh, just interesting. I didn't realize this little feud that going on between these two lady rappers got so much vitriol, and how it's popping up on my screen. I mean, it's crazy. I'm sitting there thinking about that. It just popped, and the reason I'm telling y'all, it just popped up on my screen. I said, "Whoa, they talking bad to each other." But what's up, everybody? It's our Friday. It's Baby Friday. If you got something you want to talk about, anything happening out here that y'all want, because I love to hear what y'all hearing. I love to see what you're hearing out there, Brandon Weefall, and it's uh, it's unique, man. I Terry Harris. What did anything happen out there in the news that you want to talk about? Because I got a list of stuff. I got stuff everywhere. But anything, let me go to the news. I see Caitlin Clark came to the front of the room and said, Fee said it all. She came to the front of the room finally. I guess she had to figure out what the baseball games got a little good today. They say the first time, and I don't know of history. I think something like that. It's gonna be 3 elimination games on TV at the same day, something like that. Who will stay alive, win or go home? Talking about the baseball playoffs. Let me see if anything happened um, in sports. Duke extends John Shire. Boy, they show going. Boy, they kill me. Just trying to see if anything happened. Let me go. Let me go into college basketball. Men's college basketball because it's coming up, y'all. Did y'all see Reed Shepard? Did y'all see Reed? Huh? Did y'all see Reed? Did y'all see Reed Shepard with the move? Anybody see Reed Shepard with the move? I might have to play it again, but hold up now. This was in practice. You know the Rockets in camp. Watch it. With the high lay off the glass on KD. Did y'all anybody see that? Share the show, y'all, because I need some people. Did I share it? Yes, I shared. Oh, I did not share like I usually share. Let me get to sharing the proper way. Eric Harris. Eric, did you see? Oh, you missed it. Oh, I got something for you. I'm gonna come back. I got something for you, Eric. Just hold on a minute. You know, I tried to tell y'all. I'm gonna miss Freddie. Freddie but man, if you let me tell you something. In basketball these days, in sports these days, if you build everything around one player, you can't survive without one player being out. you gonna be in trouble. You gonna be in trouble. Why? Hold up. You don't have to go back. Watch this. A lot of people don't realize how hard that move is. Play it again, Reed. A lot of people don't know how hard that move is to get it up over KD like that. That's 7 foot. Hello, Randy. I'm just looking at the old Randy boy. He's still with KD. I like to see stuff like that, man. I like to see stuff like that. But you know what? What happened? Eric, you got something? Eric, I know you've been keeping up with the shutdown and the lowdown and all of that old down and what else happening out there, man? This the last day of the week now. Y'all talk to me now. And Emmy Adoka said, I think I put something in my notes about what Emmy Adoka said? I probably didn't. Let me see. Did I put anything about the Rockets? No, 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 no Rocket. No Rocket. But he said some great things. He said, it's his time. We drafted him number 3. It's time to play. He was the 3rd pick in the draft. You follow me? He wasn't the 144th pick like Shador. he was high up there. But I got something for you in a little bit, Eric. Got something for you. I want you to take this with you this weekend. Because it's a lot of people are worried about what's going on in this dark time in this government that we have. We allowed somebody to get in there that we shouldn't have allowed, and the people put him in. Those people put him in there because they knew they can manipulate it, and they know they can. And all I'm telling y'all, when we talk about stuff like this is how we got to start moving. We got to start moving like this, you know. I'm gonna share some stuff with you today. What's up, Lester? Share the show, everybody. So let's talk about. I'm gonna give you a few things, and then we'll go because there's some stuff I want to share with y'all. But I remember. You remember when I talked about the dude, told everybody about Russ Vogt yesterday, when I mentioned the guy. Y'all, he just canceled $8 billion in climate funding to the following states: Chicago, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. These all of the blue states that didn't vote for him, they canceling climate control funding from them. I'm just throwing this out. Celebrating my 21 years of marriage. Never perfect, but it worked for us. Man, hallelujah. Happy anniversary. Ray Mo, where you been? Happy anniversary, man. To my main man, Harold Tillman. Happy anniversary, Doc. Wow. Man, I like that. I like that, Tim. Oh, Tim, while we're here, y'all, let me, I need some work from y'all. Y'all need some help from y'all right quick. Just hold on a minute. Let me figure out how to do this thing again. Hold on. Let's see how I'm going to get this thing done. Hold up. Okay. Now I'm trying to bring this. Let's see. I got Harold Tillman. Hold on. Let me see, can I put Harold Tillman over here? Let's see. There he is. Damn, my dude. I didn't do it right. I didn't have time because I had to be live to fix this hair. So I'm gonna use your celebration and let me put it back up there, Harold. Man, I'm so proud of you, man. Can be around somebody for 21 years, boy. You a man after my own heart. I take my hat off to you. I salute you. Uh, you're bigger man than me. Hey, you're a bigger man than me. That's all I can say for you, Doc. You you are a great man. I'm trying to put this. See, you got me. I'm trying to fit it. I like to fit it properly. Okay, look at that. I got it. I got it. Then when my guests come in, I can have that just like that. Hold up, Harold. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, there you go. There you go. Harold, hold up. I'm learning, man. I'm learning, man. I didn't know to do that. Okay, let me get back. Let me get back to myself. Let me get back to myself. Let me get back to myself. But what else, man? Nobody got nothing. Harold, 21 years of marriage. Anybody else? Ray Moore, you got anything happening? Um, you said Emma Doka's the right coach for Shepard. No, he ain't bringing him along. This time for his ass to play. He ain't bringing him along. Eric, it's time to play. It was a third pick. Unless you can't play, then we're gonna be looking for somebody else. But just wanted to give you that. Let's see where I was at. Y'all, it's just a lot of stuff I saw. You know, thinking about Nafisa, and you have to. People got to change their words and watch the words you said. You know, and I explained. I said she didn't attack Kathy. Robert, she attacked. No, she didn't. She quoted her. See, we're gonna get this stuff right. She didn't attack her, she quoted her. She just delivered the news to us. Some people will take it and look like it's attacking. It's attacking her. Share the show because it's about to get cranked up. It's about to get, because I'm thinking about something. I'm just going through stuff. And I'm watching what happened with Shador. Y'all saw it. Anybody didn't see it yesterday? Let me see what they did to my boy. Y'all got so much stuff. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it briefly. You know, when Rex Ryan said he talked too much and used the derogatory terms and no one on the network checked this clown behavior. This just they just sat there like sheep and so I understand why he doing it. I'm talking about Shador. Shador that came and interviewed him yesterday at his locker. And this what he did.
Third quarterback. Vocally, anything to say?
I guess one more. I guess what do you think you have to show, show to the coaches just to have them have that belief in you that you can be ready.
What can you say?
How much has Joe been important to both you and Dylan in terms of your guys' development to this point?
Man, y'all might as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, I played that. I think that was in protest. You remember the Rex Ryan came on the show and y'all, I had that for y'all. And I didn't play it yesterday. Rex, where Rex at? I had it. You know, oh, it might have been in another. Let me look it up. Let me make sure I got this for y'all. because I like to add context. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
At Stefanski is one of an outstanding coach. All right. But why the hell isn't he putting Shedeur Sanders? We're all waiting to see the Shedeur Sanders be the guy or Gabriel, whatever. Something's missing. Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
So, see, I want y'all to look at that again. Shedeur, he came and just didn't talk to the press because he know whatever he said, it was going to be misconstrued. But something else happened. They interviewed Dylan Gabriel. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's funny because, I got a text from a good buddy of mine, and he sent me a picture of a fire station, and it's kind of like, why are you sending that, But when he sends it, he just lists the obvious, right? Like, doors are open, garage doors are open, like, things are ready to go, and, like, they're just waiting on that phone call to, like, respond surgically. And, like, just what a great representation of, like, the job I had and being ready for that moment. And I think, I smile because it's like a moment you prep for and you are extremely excited for, but also got to realize that it's extreme focus. And that's what I've continued to harp on. But you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So for me, I've always been ready for every moment.
He said, wait for the perfect time, you'll be waiting forever. That's what I wanted to hear. I'm going to play it again. I want y'all to hear it.
I think it's funny because I realize that it's extreme focus, and that's what I've continued to harp on. But you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So for me, I'm just harp on. But you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So for me, I've always been ready for every moment.
The reason I played that a couple of times for you, do anybody know the reason I played that? Shedeur popular song is called Perfect Timing. Just in case you didn't know. It's the second time this boy done did some stuff like this. Let me go again.
I think it's funny because to harp on, but you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So to harp on, but you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So for me, I've always been ready for every moment.
He might not have, but Mr. Bartholomew, I got to take a look at it. That's the second time. Shedeur's favorite song is Perfect Timing. This is the second time it seemed like he tried to sneak this Shedeur with a word play. And what I want to hear from y'all, was Shedeur right for doing this? Let me do another.
Vocally, anything to say about it?
Was Shedeur right for doing this? I wouldn't have told him to do this.
Enjoying yourself and having fun.
I'm just telling the truth. Darryl Barnes, I wouldn't advise him to do this. I would have said, y'all today, I'm going to tell you what I would have did.
What can you say?
See,
How much
it's hard for me. I mean, because he did it in just, but man, these people already trying to find something against you, Rod Wells. You say you love you did it with a smile. He always have a little dig and shit too. But let me hold on. Let me get to where I can put y'all's quick. I want to put y'all's information up there when y'all say something. Darryl Barnes say shooting slugs. Eric said, oh, really? Uh, uh, Eric Havens said he always digs at him. Rod Wells didn't say nothing. You couldn't hear what he said. Okay, he just said, let me go play it again. Let me play it again. If you couldn't hear what he said, that's loud as the audio that they gave me. Okay, so you got to turn your volume up because I got mine as loud as I can have it. I'm gonna go back there again.
I think it's funny because, you know, I got a text from a good buddy of mine, and he sent me a
I
picture of a
will
fire station.
paraphrase
You know,
it for you.
and it's extreme focus, and that's what I've continued to harp on. But you wait for the perfect time.
He said you can wait for the perfect time,
You know, you're gonna wait a whole lifetime. So
and you're gonna wait a whole lifetime. Let me go back again because Darryl Barnes don't have volume on his phone. Watch this.
you wait for the perfect time.
You can wait for the perfect time,
You know, you're gonna wait a whole lifetime. So
and you're gonna wait a whole lifetime. Shadur's favorite song is "You Couldn't Hear What Shadur Said." Hold up, man. Hold up. Darryl Barnes. Shadur didn't say nothing. He was pantomiming. Darryl Barnes, you didn't get that? Shadur didn't say anything. He was pantomiming. Let me repeat that. Darryl Barnes, Shadur was mocking them. He didn't say, hey, you doing? Happy Miss Belinda. I saw you at the concert, one of them concerts out there, the Charlie Wilson concert. And let me repeat it again, because Darryl Barnes didn't get it, because I didn't realize. See, some of us don't get this stuff, y'all. And I got to do a better job of explaining. Because ain't no use in me up here talking if you don't get it. Let me play it one more time.
Third quarterback.
Shadur is pantomiming. Rex Ryan said he talked too much. Rex Ryan said he talked too much, right? So this time they come in there and ask him about Dylan Gabriel, because he got put up in the starter. They play in London. Dylan Gabriel is the starter, and Joe Flacco is the second quarterback, and he's still in third. So they come in there talking to him this morning. He said, "Okay."
How much has Joe
What?
been important to both you and Dylan in terms of your guys' like development to this point?
He's not talking.
Man, y'all might.
Y'all know how I love. Y'all know how I go love Shadur. I don't like this. I don't like it. What's up, Coach? I don't like it, Coach. I don't like it, Coach. I don't like it, Coach. Sonya said, if you want in the game, you got to play their game. See, that's my girl. See, Sonya. There's a skill, Sonya, that I believe that you get over time when you are a professional or in any other walk of life, right? But especially when you meet with the media as a professional athletes do on a daily basis. No, I mean, it was cool. I kind of liked it because he was mocking Rex Ryan. But Sonya said it. Let me put Sonya thing back up there, because I be missing when she don't be on here. Hey, Mr. Sanders, but make sure Sonya be on here every Wednesday, every day if she can. Cause I just like the way she think. Even if she go against me. let me get back to Sonny. I'm gonna leave it up there. Okay. He said he would have told. See, I don't know what happened, but to be able to say, listen, it's a skill, right? To be able to say nothing while saying something. Did y'all hear what I said? He said nothing while saying, he said nothing while saying nothing. But it's to be able to say nothing while saying something is a skill. And I understand his intentions. I'm not adding to this. But we are asking him to do something that is counter to human nature. Human nature is want to defend yourself, like y'all do on this feed. If I said something about one of y'all, what you call James Amaro, if I said something about one of y'all, it's common nature to defend yourself. That ain't breaking news. That happened yesterday. I saw that on David Muir yesterday. This is not breaking news. No. Coincidence. What you mean by coincidence? It's getting cold up there. You got to check those boilers, man. The boiler blew up. It gets cold up there, Daryl. It's hot down here. Y'all don't understand. But some people, you have to inspect and check your boiler before you just cut it back on these older buildings. You got to. But not to say he wasn't focusing on football. I'm not saying he's not focusing on football. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm gonna tell you. He said, "It's how you respond." Yes, how you respond. You know, I'm gonna give. I got to give it to you. I'm gonna give y'all something. But let me keep going. What I was going. It can be frustrating. People always taking shots against you. It can be frustrating. People take shots at me all the time. Wait a minute. Boiler. Oh, it's a boiler blew up in Houston. Why is a boiler on in Houston? I'm sorry. Why is a boiler on in Houston with this weather? It's hot. Which high rise is it? Hold up. Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up, man. Which high rise is it? Because ain't nobody call. Hold up. Let me, man. See this man here. Okay. Boiler. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. This man. Blew up. Because, he just put up, blew up. Send it, give us the what you call. Because I hope it ain't no fake news. Oh, big respect. Hold up. They said big respect to Houston firefighters who ran straight into that mess downtown. 5 folks got hurt when the boiler at the hotel site. Prayers up. We talked about it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Boiler explosion in Houston downline. Multiple workers are sent debris crashing. Wow. I'm trying to see which one it is. But why is the boiler on? Okay. Huh. Okay, okay. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Darabon. Thank you. He said, let them control his narrative now because he said nothing. That lets them control because he said nothing. I like that one. But, and to add on with you, Eric, to add on with you, see, you have to write, you write the story to my people out here, to my young people. They can ask you all the questions they want to, but your answers is what write the story. Not necessarily. The boilers are not always on for hot water. Not always. You know they got other methods of boiling water other. But let me keep on. See how people just got to be right? But let me keep going. Let me keep going. It was a new hotel construction next to the Catalyst House. So a new hotel that's being constructed had his boiler on. It's being constructed. Daryl. What's up, Rob? I love the shirt. Who said, you know, Bilal, you know I've been waiting on you. You know I've been waiting on you because I take care of my stuff now. But shout out to Bilal Bally, U of H basketball. He's on the feed right now. Man, man, come on, man. Man, I'm always rep. They got, hey, as long as Bilal Bally at U of H, man, I'm going to rep U of H. Yeah, like this here. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But let me keep going, y'all, because it's something interesting. And Bilal, you're going to deal with these young people. There's young athletes, because we're talking about Shedeur Sanders right now. And what I want to let these young athletes, when they're talking to the press, you write the story. They can ask you all kind of questions, but your answer is what write the story. So when he didn't answer, that's the story that they're writing. You follow me? Make sure when you write your story, it's respectful of you, your teammates, your coaches, and your family. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who's advising Shedeur, but he just missed the mark. He gonna miss some more. He's 21 years old. Yo, he young. But because people called me last night, Robert, how would you consult him? What would you have to say? Robert. So, all right, this is what I would have said. That's what I said. Y'all ready? Uh, they came to me. Hey, they came to me. Baby K, 63. They would have came to me and said, Robert, Rex Ryan has some things to say about you and your preparation or potential lack thereof on ESPN. Did you see the comments? And what is your response? Yes, Rex does a good job on television. He was a great defensive coach. And my goal is to study and to work hard to be able to play against teams like a Rex Ryan coach defense, where I can understand every part of it. And that's what I'm doing every day with my teammates, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and our great coaches. If he said that, what the hell they gonna say in response to that? Yo, remember I told y'all one of the great things that I used to do with the athletes I represent, I used to always tell them, It's my job is to prepare you because you finna be in a heavyweight fight when you go with your team, with your teammates. I said, I want to prepare you, Shanquetta, just like a heavyweight fight. I want to teach you how to block a punch. I want to teach you how to miss a punch, dodge a punch. And I even got to show you how to brace your chin when you see a punch coming. We don't want those kind of punches, but sometimes they punch us like this. But you got to brace your chin. You have to be prepared. So I would have said, and I'm gonna repeat so y'all can understand the essence of it. Cause if Shanquetta, she was the interviewer, she came at me. I done heard what Rex Ryan has said about me, but I'm finna flip the script. Cause I'm trying to play. I ain't trying to be a third string quarterback with all this controversy. Usually they just cut the third string quarterback. I'm not trying to bring much more attention to my team. You got to know who you are, Shador. You got to know you are not no typical third string quarterback. You got a certain celebrity status, that was afforded to you because of your dad was great. And then you went and balled out in college. So you're a very intelligent man. So Shanquetta came to me and said, Robert, Rex Ryan has some things to say about you and your preparations and potential lack thereof on ESPN. Did you see the comments and what's your response? And all I would have did was said, you know what? Yes, Rex does a great job on television. He was a great defensive coach. And my goal is to study and work so hard that I'm able to play against a team with a Rex Ryan ran defense, where I can understand every part of it. That's what I'm doing every day with my teammates, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and our great coaches. If I say that, Shanquetta, I didn't bust across. What they gonna say? Let me move on from him. I mean, he was asked why he was still been listed as the third string quarterback for the Browns. Instead of speaking words, he mouthed them off and didn't actually say anything. Sanders is showing that the media will twist anything he says to fit their agenda. His reaction was to Rex Ryan criticizing. It wasn't because they're trying to make it like he mad because Dylan Gabriel, he's supposed to be mad, got the starting job. Shit, Dylan Gabriel been the backup all the time. So how the hell can you be mad? Everybody's saying he could have said no comment and walk away. I don't like no comment. Sonya, I got a question, Sonya. Is what I said a lot better than no comment? Because no comment, I mean, I don't even like the people say no comment. They coming to you, but it's just funny. They asking the third string quarterback. Hey, Sonya, who's your favorite team? Shanquetta, who's your favorite football team if you got one? Or the one that you follow? They don't have to be your favorite. But everybody telling me, but Robert, he could have said no comment and walked away. Y'all see what that's why I don't want to do stuff like everybody else do it. I'm showing him how to shut these folks clean up. If he did that, then y'all would call him an entitled baby that's mad he isn't being handed anything. That's what they would have said to him. Instead, he had some fun with the media with a big smile on his face, and that's a problem too. But you never talk about the third string quarterback. That's the point I was trying to make. You don't even know who the third string quarterback on the Ravens team is. We just found out Cooper Rush is because he played the other day. Who the third string quarterback? You don't know. But I was just sitting there thinking about this, man. And then Dylan Gabriel gonna get up there and talk about you wait for the perfect time, you're gonna be waiting your whole life. And Shadua got a song out called Perfect Timing. And then they're gonna put Joe Flacco, instead of just benching Joe Flacco, they put him as the number 2 quarterback. Why? Behind Dylan Gabriel. You can't win for losing anything. My mama used to say that. You can't win for losing. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I wanted to share that with y'all. But I had some more stuff. I'm glad a lot of y'all, because Eric, you asked me something yesterday, because people were calling me like that. People were calling me, Eric, and talking about what's going on in the government, the shutdown, Trump, Russell Voigt, the guy I introduced him to yesterday. But Eric, is for you. Because when you came on the other day, you said, Robert, man, what's up with this government shutdown? But one thing I want to help y'all with, and it's going to be, I'm glad I'm going to give it to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is the time to stand up and fight back and resist any temptation for them to divide us. We are in this together, Eric. The rule of law is on our side. And the one institution that has stood by our side over the years is the courts. We will not give in. We will not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive. Those are the words I got a year ago from Letitia James, Attorney General in New York, when Trump was trying to scare her. Had to make sure I don't want us being scared. That's what they want. Don't want that. All right, that was for you, Doc. Now, let me get back. Did you hear the back and forth between Jay Williams and Warren Sapp? No, I did not. What was the back and forth between Jay Williams and Warren Sapp? The man said, Flacco is washed. Let me see, can I find it? Jay Williams and Warren Sapp. Okay, let's see. Okay, Jay Williams, well, what business? Jay Williams responds to Warren Sapp dissing his motorcycle accident. Warren Sapp on why? Show not much out about it. No. What did he say? What did he say? Because there's not much about it. So it's just a much to do about nothing. I don't see it. I don't see where Jay Williams and Warren Sapp, Jay Williams is speaking on bankruptcy and how they use bankruptcy as a tool, and we look at it as a failure and not a tool. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh, they do use it. They do use it as a tool. So what is Warren Sapp talking about? See, I saw what Jay Williams said. They do it. They do it every day. That's much to do about nothing. That's one of them things. Hold up, y'all. I got to sneeze. Excuse me. I did not want y'all. I tried to hit the mute button before it. Yeah, ah, that wasn't that good. That wasn't that one. Let me see. Let me go back because over the week I've always have stuff planned to talk to y'all about, and let me see. And I want you know, and I want to. He said Warren Sapp tripping. I don't know what Warren Sapp said, so I can't really talk about it. But let me keep going. Trying to see some things. I was just looking at the NBA notes. I had some NBA notes. The Warriors will be the first team in NBA history to start 4 players at 35 or above on opening night. I did have some because a few of y'all wasn't there, and I wanted to talk about. I wanted to show y'all the video of my boy Reed Shepard. Yeah, I'm finna claim it. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I done messed up again. Hold on. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I got it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I got it. I got it. He talked about Jay Will motorcycle accident. Oh, okay. That's a mess. Uh, Laura is watching some what you call it, preseason basketball. The Knicks 61. Wait a minute. 76 to 61, Knicks 50. Okay, we talked about Jay. Okay. All right, let me get back to what I was saying. Let me get back to what I'm saying. Let me get. I saw some stuff that that Quentin Grimes signs a $8.7 million qualifying offer with the Sixers. Remember, somebody on Monday tried to send me that, but I didn't substantiate it. So, but he had been asking for 30 million early, 30 million a year early in free agency, and then he went down to 10, 20 million. Then it went over to 25 million, and the two sides never found traction with an agreement. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, it's just different out here now. And I don't know the landscape. I don't know what's going on. See, a lot of this stuff has to do with how well you can negotiate. See, a lot of people been getting away with. That's why I don't ever let nobody tell you you don't need proper representation. You always need proper representation because when it's good when I don't want to. The deal's already done. I don't. Why should I pay him? No, you ain't paying. Listen, the industry is made for all of us to make money. The player, the team, and the agent. Now, I can't help it. You pick an agent that you don't want to give no money to. Then you need to give you one that's. You need to get you one that's worth paying. You follow me? get you one worth paying. He said, no, FAFSA application is open. We have to continue to build awareness around. I got you. I got you. But we talking about I'm talking about Quentin Grimes because we have to get people and I can't tell y'all. Let me tell you something. It's negotiations is an art. It's not a science. It's an art. Everybody does it different. Not to say maybe this what they wanted. Maybe they wanted to get this qualifying offer. Maybe, but I'm not sure. If you're asking for $35 million a year, maybe you're thinking about waiting till next year. We don't know what happened. You plan on a 1-year deal. If something happened to you, you won't get no deal. So you're risking. Uh, he talking about something about hearing the ball bounce. Ain't it something about hearing that ball bounce? Uh, but I'm talking about these guys like Jonathan Kaminga. Even talking about what's the young Cam Thomas. The young. Sometimes I don't know. See what happens if you listen. If Herb, he said, may have exaggerated sense of work. Hey, he was able to get what he want. Hate that. No, you know, Herb. I don't really know what it is. I wish I could put my finger on it. But Herb, what I do know, you just can't go in there asking somebody for some money. They gonna run your ass out of that office like they've been running these guys out of the office. You have to come in and with documented and facts on how this particular player values his value to your team. You can't come in there talking about, I need 30 million. Tell me why this one. Only reason he hit some points because Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey was hurt. The Knicks had already cut him. So explain to me why you say he deserved 30 million. See, that's what I would do. Yo, I would make a better GM. Because you always remember, if I knew how to get the money, I sure know how to keep it. I know the secrets to telling them people what they telling them people right now. Jonathan Kaminga, he talking all that stuff. Guess what? He's on Golden State's roster right now, and he got a little money on a team-friendly deal for Golden State to help. So, hey, y'all, as soon as he signed that deal, you see what Golden State did when he signed Al Horford, Gary Payton, DeAnthony Melton, and Seth Curry. They just waiting on him. Said, dude, this what we getting. That's all you getting. You ain't done enough yet. You ain't done enough yet. See, you got to know to strike when you had to blow my nose again. You got to strike when you're hot. It's called leverage. Coach Atlas, I'm giving you one-on-one. I'm giving you something that I can give to your public. But then you go in there, I want 30 million. No, I take 20 million. No, I take 20. No, them folks saying, man, get the hell out of here. You come back to me when you know how much you're worth. Then at the end, they say, well, here, this is all we got. We're going to get you a little bit of piece, this little kibbles and bits. We're going to give you 17 million. And we're waiving no play caller on a 2-year deal. 34 million. That's all we're going to give you. Just like they did Kaminga. That's all we're going to give you, man. But they rejected it. But then you go into a team. You got VJ Edcomb, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain. And this, you on a 1-year deal. A qualifying offer. I know Jared McCain might be out for a few weeks because his thumb, he always getting hurt. Now his thumb hurt. Maybe he got too much fingernail polish on it. I'm just looking. I'm just looking. Cam Thomas, qualifying offer. Jonathan Kaminga, qualifying offer. Josh Giddey got his bread. I'm just going through. I mean, and maybe they got a plan. I just can't see the plan. Notice, I didn't say, listen, what I've noticed is over the last 10 years, since this salary cap thing and this sliding system, everybody, you know, and the supermax and the max and all of that, people ain't got nothing to negotiate. So if you ain't practicing, if you ain't in the gym practicing on your free throws, you're gonna be a little rusty at it, right? If you ain't practicing negotiating, because you ain't had nothing to do but sit back there and just, okay, this is my client. He got this much money. He got that. You got that. This. He got this money. You ain't doing no negotiating, so you ain't practicing on your skill. Y'all follow me? You got to work on your skills out here. And if they ain't had nothing to negotiate, then it's time to negotiate. They ain't gonna be good at it. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? I wish I had somebody to talk to me. I could talk back. Does it make sense? See, y'all gotta understand, man. They finna, let me tell you, hold up. They finna pay the top players, and then every other player, the role players, is gonna get whatever in the middle. You just got to make sure you got somebody getting all that you can get out that middle. Because they got to pay the top. And I believe in paying the top player. Because that's who everybody come to see. Ain't nobody come to the game to see no Quentin Grimes. Shit, he from Houston. Ain't that one of y'all that went to see him play when he came? How many of y'all done went to see him play? Ain't nobody coming to see Cam Thomas. But let me keep going, because I guess y'all don't like that one. Y'all don't like that. I must have said something about somebody. Let me keep going. You know, I was thinking about something. I was looking, he said, yes, sir. It absolutely makes sense. Got to practice, build that muscle. Brandon, absolutely. But Brandon, we're in a world in the sports agency business now. You just got guys showing up and just getting money. They ain't negotiating shit. His contract, this much, here's this much, here's this much, here's this much. Now, when you become a free agency, that's when you need a savvy guy. You need a guy gonna come in there. Hey. What's up, Rob? Robert Young in the building. You need a guy gonna come in there and gonna get that bread. Because it's limited. You need somebody who forecasts. Look, my boy gonna be a free agent. Before everybody else get to signing these free agents, I got to be on the front end of it. Give me my little kibble of the bitch before you give me mine. No, you sit back waiting. Now you sitting back talking about, well, next year the money gonna go up. Yeah, but the money might not go up for you. The money gonna go up for the best player on the team again. He gonna want some more money. So you got to get that. If you're a free agent, you got to get, man, I'm giving these boys too much information. I ain't gonna give them no more information. Let me give them, I'm giving. Yo, ain't no reason for no player who ever bring their ass out of Houston, Texas, to not pick up the phone and just call me. So no reason. So whatever they get, that's what they get. I can't feel sorry for them. I don't have to represent you, but I can consult with you. I don't really want to represent you. Let's see. I don't like these new age players. I don't even want to be around them. I'm not finna go watch NBA Young Boy. And me go, I ain't finna go do all that. But I can show you how. You know, it just boggles my mind how when you're around these owners, you're around these smart men, they always have smart people around them. They always. Rob, they always have a team of people. Tim and Fatita, he got a team of people around him that know what the hell they're doing. We out here got behind. Somebody said, well, he represent, Eric, he represent Eric Harrison, so I'm gonna let him represent me. Hell no. Tina, what's up, baby? Tina, I'm popping a willy around here right now with these. I'll put Tina. So if you're if you're on a cell phone, guess what? You'll be able to see all them comments now. Tina, I ain't playing no games over here. But Tina, we was just talking about the sports industry, and we can keep talking about it. But I wanted to share with y'all something. I was just thinking about John Starks. Y'all remember John Starks, right? Y'all remember John Starks, right? John Starks, he barely plays in high school. Kicked out of 2 JUCOs, become a $3.35 an hour bag boy, spotted at Shirts and Skins game, gets a shot at Oklahoma State, then at Golden State, played 36 games, get waived, plays in 2 minor leagues, the Continental Basketball Association. Watch this now. Who decided, hold up, had a trial with the Knicks. The Knicks cut him on the last day of the summer, but as practice is ending, he was about to be told that he's going to get cut. He tries to dunk on Pat Ewing. Y'all, we can't make this up. Instead, hold up, watch it. He tried to dunk on Pat Ewing, right? He twists his knee. And back then, when you was injured, you mean they couldn't cut you. Now they can cut you while you're injured. Instead, they signed him 30 years ago yesterday. This is what happened to John Starks. See, yo, it's a million ways to get there. It's a million days to get there. And then I want to explain to y'all because I see a lot of people are not, I had to, I didn't know who the hell, y'all remember I said, who in the hell is Bad Bunny? I heard of the name. Every time he's from Puerto Rico. No, who is it? So I went and found out a little bit more about old Mr. Bad Bunny. See, he's going to be the Super Bowl. The MAGA's going crazy right now. The MAGA's going. Hatter, it isn't the same business. You got to think like a man across the table. It takes experience. Not necessarily think like a man. No, it ain't that these guys not thinking like men, Eric. No, these guys, they're not used to negotiating because they ain't got nothing to negotiate. You didn't hear me. We can't sit there and talk about them guys. I'm not talking, notice, I ain't talking about no agents. I ain't talking about no, we can't do that to them, Eric. No, I don't want to talk about nobody. If you're not used to doing something over and over, Tina, I was explaining how these guys don't know how to negotiate that much no more. That's why these guys is not, because they're not used to negotiating because they came up in this era where you ain't got nothing to negotiate. So your skills are not sharp. You got to sharpen your skills. But I was thinking about the guy Bad Bunny again, right? And you're gonna be the smartest person in the nail shop. Cause y'all might know this, cause wait a minute, somebody gonna know this. James Amaro gonna already know this. But there's a secret marketing play behind Bad Bunny being chosen to the headline, the Super Bowl. Did y'all know that? Anybody know it? Anybody know it? Before I go, because somebody gonna, anybody know it? Put it on the screen. Tell me the secret marketing play. If you don't, just tell me, okay, Rob, what is it? Come on, talk to me now. Let me give me a little water. I got Miss Tina on the screen right now. Tina, there's a secret marketing play behind Bad Bunny's being chosen to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. See that? See, you learned something today, Eric. Eric, I'm telling you, you can watch this Chop Shop. You're gonna learn one thing. First of all, before I even go, while I give y'all that, he gonna say, "What's the secret?" I love him. But before we do this, you know, I got to put my girl up here. Y'all got to. Hey, I need y'all call her. Just call and say, Miss Carla Gigliardo, Mr. Hatter said, call you. She's an FNP aesthetic injector at Elite Docs Health and Beauty out there in beautiful Sugar Land on Sweetwater Boulevard. They call her the Michael Jordan of hair restoration. Look what she did to this man. This man was headed to Turkey to pay all that money to get his hair restored. And look what she do to him. Look what she do to him. You feel me? Where did I tell him to send that to? Oh, yeah. Look what she do for him. They call her the Michael Jordan, Trey. Keep putting your thing. My question was, my question? There's a secret marketing play behind Bad Bunny being chosen to headline the Super Bowl at halftime. What's the secret play? Keep putting them on the screen. But I just want to tell y'all about my girl, Carla. She got so much things. She can help with your acne. She can help with your stuff. She can, she got so many. She got a plethora of things she offer. And just give her a call. Even, she got stuff that I'm not saying, because a lot of stuff is personal, that she can help men and women with. She got, let me see. Hold up, y'all. She got so much stuff. What's that first thing I like? She got non-surgical cosmetic treatment tailored for men. She can help you tighten your jawline, your neck, reduce eye hooding and wrinkles, and firm your face and your abdomen. This caller, 832-446-3206. I got to stop halfway through the show. I always like to talk. I like to talk about her. I always do around this time of day. Because somebody out there, tell a friend, tell another friend, said, just call Miss Carla and tell her Robert Hatter and the Chop Shop sent you. Okay? All right, now let's get back. Okay. Spanish speaking all across the globe, but especially, okay. Y'all don't know. She said, I have no, wait a minute. Your show was last night. Girl, you're going to have this on your show next week. I got you, baby. She said, instead of trying, hold up, y'all, let me put my people on the screen. Hold up. Let me put my people. Call my girl Kelsey here. Brandon said, what's the secret? That's Brandon. Brandon said, what's your secret? Miss Kelsey said, Jay-Z. But I said, there's a secret marketing play behind Bad Bunny's being chosen. She says, Jay-Z. Mr. Davis said, Latin American audience. Trey Phillips said, NFL trying to expand into Mexico. Instead, you're trying to prepare to expand. Okay, I like that. Miss Tina said, I have no idea. I thought it might be due to the Hispanic population in Cali, but I know he's Puerto Rican. Baby, most people ain't going to the show. That's what y'all understand. The halftime show, most people ain't going in there. They're going to see the game. They ain't going there to see the halftime show. The halftime show is for the people who not in the game. No. No. And then them people know the ice gonna be waiting on them out there. Let me, Tina, I got something for you, Tina. It's a genius move by Apple. See, y'all must have didn't realize who sponsored the halftime. Apple. On the surface, the main reason for picking Bad Bunny is because he's one of the biggest artists in the world. And y'all didn't tell me all that old gay and kissing on men and stuff on the stage. See, y'all didn't tell me all that. See, I had to look all that up myself. See, y'all just come on there telling me, he's a Puerto Rican. Y'all didn't tell me be cross-dressing and all that kind of stuff. Didn't nobody tell me that the other day. See, that's why I go research stuff. I don't be wanting somebody. They come on there. I said, well, who in the hell is Bad Bunny? They come on here like condescending. He's a Puerto Rican. Like I don't know. I said, I know that part. But y'all didn't tell me all of this good other stuff he be doing, kissing his own dancers on stage. Y'all didn't tell me all of that. Y'all didn't tell me that, Coach Atlas. He said, but hold on, let me put Mr. Atlas up there. Let me get my comments back. Y'all to start coming. Hold up. Who else said something? Hold up. Oh, I got some. I said Apple, right? It's Apple. It's Apple. It's Apple. It's Apple. Apple controls the halftime. It's always Apple owns the halftime. Apple sponsored the halftime. He said, I didn't know that. He said he didn't know that either. Apple. Texas Impact. Apple. All right. Let me see. So let me keep Texas Impact. Y'all didn't tip. They didn't tip. You should have saw how they did me on Monday. I said, y'all, who is Bad Bunny? Then he's in Puerto Rico. I know he's Puerto Rican. Who is he? Ain't nobody told me nothing. See, they talking about the sold out shows. But they ain't said nothing about the cross dressing and the kissing. His dancers, the men dancers. Yeah, y'all ain't told me nothing. But let me keep going. Because I know y'all want to hear it. Y'all know I'm teasing you. I told y'all Apple. On the surface, I told you the main reason for picking Bad Bunny is because it looked like he's the biggest artist in the world right now. Eric. He has international appeal, right? Right? And after all, the NFL is obsessed with being a global league, right? Y'all got me? Y'all got me? That's why they have so many games every season. London, Brazil, Germany, and Spain, right? And a news flash to all NFL fans. The halftime show isn't supposed to be for you because you are going to watch the game anyway. Let me repeat that. Newsflash. Can you? Oh, boy, they working, man. Y'all see how they work me, man? Watch this. I got to do this. Got to do this one. Got to do this one. Watch this. I got to do this one. Hold on. Just give me 1 second, and I got you. Y'all know. No, that ain't it. Hold on. I can't. Why they do me like this? That ain't them. Hold up, y'all. They know I'm on the show, and why they do me like this? Oh, here it is. I got it. I got it. Let me send this picture to somebody because they need it. Here the pictures are right here. That's one. I'll send that one. Y'all know that person have to be very, very special for me to stop my show and do this. But I got something for y'all though. I'm finna explain to y'all. I was hoping somebody, I'm telling, watch this. Okay. She said you are, but watch this. Gary. Gary, I don't know if you knew this, Gary. Gary, you finna be the smartest person in the nail shop. Right? The NFL want to appeal to a wider audience. Right? Y'all got me? They might not necessarily, be interested in the game. You might not listen to Bad Bunny and might not like him being selected as the halftime performer because you don't speak Spanish. And you might also say, hey, most Americans don't speak Spanish, Mr. Hatter. Well, hold on a second. Who is the presenting sponsor for the Super Bowl halftime show? And I just gave it to you, and I'm going to give it to you again. Apple. Okay? It's Apple. Right? What new product Apple just released? Anybody sure? Anybody know? What new product? Not the iPhone 17. What new product? It's the AirPods Pro 3. But Robert, you know what the big new feature is in the AirPods Pro 3 are? Live translation. So not only is this a great pick because Bad Bunny is one of the biggest artists in the world with international appeal, but Apple is going to be able to demonstrate the power of their live AI translation in these earpods featured in real time on one of the world's biggest stages. And y'all, I was listening to Bad Bunny the other day. I said, man, I know what the hell he's saying. Like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I ain't never understand that. Nothing they said. Nothing. But y'all, that's the play. That's the play. It's unbelievable. Do you know? Don't y'all know I'm finna go get me some more? I'm sorry. And they make, hold up, they make more money off them iPods than anything. They make more money off of iPods, look it up, than any other product they got. He said, the male ladies now have to be careful with these. Man, that Trey Phillips is crazy, man. Hold up, man. Oh, I got to put this on. Hold on. Brandon, you feeling me? Brandon, that's a player, ain't you? But you know what, y'all? You know, I really miss, I miss the legacy school, sports and sciences. I really miss them. I really miss them because we had at the legacy school of sports and science, Alfio Vizzi was instructor in the sports marketing class. And I miss those young kids being on this show because it's certain things I just be want to share with them. And I had some stuff, and y'all gonna have to wait the next week because Jimmy just got on the show. But remind me, I got some stuff that I want to share with y'all. But that's all the information I'm gonna give y'all today. I missed it, and I hate the school dropped the ball. You know, if I was an instructor, I would have left. You know how you leave stuff behind. You know, say, man, this particular class at this particular time, we used to tune in, so our next generation can get some of this information that we give out on this show. Because though, and I talked to some of the kids, they said, Mr. Hatter, thank you for everything that you've done for us. And Alfio is no longer at the school, but I would have thought leadership would have thought about that. Them kids are watching this show every day. So just something to throw out there in case y'all know the people out there. Make that happen. But what's up, Jimmy? What you got going on, man?
Oh man, this Baby Friday over here on the Chop Shop. Of course, this is Super 16 is taking place. Man, it's today. It's tomorrow. shoot, tomorrow through Sunday, the fall high school championships will be over at the Fox Den over in Cyprus. You guys can go to RCS Sports, get the schedule. We talked about that yesterday. However, I promise. I did see somebody yesterday when we was talking about a different topic. I saw somebody had posted, Jimmy, what's your thoughts on a hypothetical situation if one team would have faced this other team, who would have won? And I tried to steer uh, away from going down rabbit holes when like some people here talk about Jordan and LeBron. Listen, guys, they'll never play each other. So that means you in those conversations, you guys can't get lost in the sauce of attempting to force your opinion down the throat of another person's who has already, in most cases, derived their own theory about a different stance. And it's impossible. You're going to be at an impasse. It'll mess off relationships, and you guys want, and go from there. So now, what I
People
do
mess
is,
up relationships arguing over this stuff.
yes, yeah, I mean, different. That's how a lot of times when friends get into stuff, it starts over something small, and over a debate. Remember, most families getting to their domestic, physical confrontations either during at family gatherings like parties. And then other ones that the most common is like at when friends are together at like a Super Bowl party or NBA All Star, and people get to talking about hypotheticals. In this situation, it comes down to the conversation of uh, uh, high school basketball. Two teams that were brilliant, two teams that both in their own right have their finger. You cannot talk about the history of high school basketball in the entire state of Texas without mentioning both of these teams. They came a decade apart from each other, and one got the benefit of coming along when social media was just getting familiar with your cell phones, and the other one came out before the social media and at the heels of the how would you say it, Y2K. And that team is the Willow Ridge Eagles that featured Daniel Ewing, Kenny Taylor, Curtis Walker, and of course, TJ Ford. That team from class of 2001, they won the state championship, went 34 and 0, 39 and 0, 34 and 0. Uh, uh, went undefeated that season. So first of all, when you start talking about best teams ever, just guys that and just I'm gonna give the young guys some words of wisdom. Always are best players. Always attempt to get the ground rules. Lay the chalk on the grass before you engage. That way now can't nobody go because otherwise the goalposts will keep moving. So what are you basing it on? Then that way now, and then so if I'm talking about best teams ever, then of course I'm going to say first of all, first prerequisite would be you must have won a state championship because there's many great teams that got upset, and that's the loss. So that means if you didn't win the state championship, that's one. Second layer would be did you go undefeated the entire year? That means okay, if you won the state, you qualify. That we can put your resume on a different stack. Well, did you go undefeated? If you went undefeated, then your resume go to another stack. But if you lost the game, then you don't even we can't go forward with you. Maybe another debate, but don't not go forward. So that means the Willow Ridge High School team with 2000 that had Ivan McFarland, they lost one game that season. They lost one game. And that was to Clements High School, who featured a guy that we call the original KD, the original Kendrick Davis, who played at Clements High School in 2000, and of course, I want to say a little young fella that they used to nickname him BD was on that team. He ended up transferring to Hightower. So a lot of times when people mention Willow Ridge, they will bundle Ivan McFarland along with the team that went undefeated. Ivan McFarland was the year before. Yes, that was a dynasty, and yes, Ivan McFarland is just as important because here's what happened with Willow Ridge, guys. There was not many people willing to give Willow Ridge ink. The first year they had to go to a tournament. Their definition event was on the East Coast in Delaware at a tournament called Slam Dunk to the Beach. Willow Ridge went and played Tyson Chandler them. I think that was their first year, or it was the Griffin guy. What's the Griffin guy name? How they played with the one that got killed? That Griffin from New Jersey back in the days. What his first name was? Hal
Tall kid.
Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, who the train ran into and killed?
Yeah. What's his first name?
I don't
Griffin.
forgot his name. I forgot his name.
It wasn't
Played for the
Eddie.
Rockets.
It was Eddie Griffin. Was it Eddie played for the Rockets
Eddie
as well?
Griffin.
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin.
So Willow Ridge beat them one year, and they beat Tyson Chandler's team one year. But I can't remember which order it was in. And first of all, let me give another disclaimer. In this way, you understand. I feel I'm qualified, overqualified, or just as qualified as any to speak about these two teams. Why? Because I don't think there's another human being alive that has seen Willow Ridge and Willow Ridge 2001, Jack Yates 2010 go against each other. Play during the regular season, playoffs, whatever. I don't think nobody has seen them play combined more times than I have. I'll say that again. I don't think there's a person alive that has seen Willow Ridge during the season of 2000 to 2001 and Jack Yates in the season 2009 to 2010 play more times than I have. I was behind the curtain on both of those teams. Disclaimer. At the time, the young lady who I was courting was the journalism teacher. This is before Sandra. She was a journalism teacher at Willow Ridge. She was over the comprising the yearbook. Her name was Mrs. Lawson. So everybody at Willow Ridge knew Mrs. Lawson, nice, sweet young lady, and me and her grew up together in Shreveport, Louisiana. I would go there during the summers and stay with my grandma when we were little kids. So this is a long relationship, meaning that anything that I needed to know about Willow Ridge basketball, I got it in real time. As a result of relationship with Mrs. Lawson. So behind the curtain, meaning I knew all of the secrets. I knew what was in the secret sauce indirectly because of those conversations. And then I would go to the games as well. So now, Greg Wise, great relationship with his family. So of course, I don't have to do much explaining about how I was behind the curtain at Yates High School. I knew everything that moved during that season. So now let's fast forward. That's disclaimer. Who would win between those two teams? I think a lot of people, the majority of the city says, of course, it leans toward Willow Ridge. The majority of the people, but let me get you to pat the brakes on something. For those who feel like it wouldn't even be close, don't disrespect Jack Yates like that, man. Don't do that. Just those two teams are great. Now, plead your case, but don't say it will blow them teams out. Here's the reason why I say don't say they will blow the teams out, Adam. It's because Willow Ridge, although that second state championship put the cap on back-to-back state titles, where they only lost one game, won 60-something games in a row. Let me remind you and take you guys back. And I'm down, Ronnie Courtney. We were just together this past Sunday. So we're good. But this conversation, I need you guys to maybe intel yourself more, educate yourself more, and then just go sometime and do a little more research.
But Jimmy, but everybody's opinion is different. It's okay to have a different opinion.
Yes, but I'm saying, but when you get the more facts you can get, it can give you more understanding. I'm just saying, so I'm gonna give you some facts.
But it's people gonna have an opinion regardless of your facts.
Yes. And there's no problem with that. But I got a problem when you don't know the facts and I'm about to give you, which most people probably don't realize other than Willie Ridge themselves. Here's the deal. Willie Ridge won the state championship that year. They beat the team Bryan High School. Bryan High School featured Darrell Mason, who ended up going to Texas A&M. He was a high school coach in Houston. He's still coaching and teaching in the Houston area. He was at Bryan, and Darrell Mason was a guy, he played summer ball with the Houston Hoops the summer before, along with Marcus Spears, Carlos Hurd, Emeka Okafor, Michael Rhodes, and Stanley Osumnu, and all those guys. Well, that state championship game, Howard, Willie Ridge won by single digits, right? They won by single digits the state championship game. Now, of course, that make them 39-0. In that particular game, Willie Ridge was losing in the fourth quarter. Single digit win. They were losing in the fourth quarter. They ended up winning by single digits, by 3 possessions. The semifinal game at the state tournament, Willie Ridge was losing in the fourth quarter, right? It took them 2 overtimes to win that particular game in the semifinals. And they won by 1 possession, right? Hold on. The game before that was against Converse Judson. The game before that, they played Lawrence Roberts and Lamar High School in the regional finals, right? Because Lamar had just beat, I want to say Elsick and Lawrence Roberts, who eventually went to the NBA, and he was the anchor of that Lamar team. Ed Pollard, I think, who's the city councilman in Houston right now, I think Ed Pollard played on that team with Lawrence Roberts. He was on that team. Corey Smith, they played on that team and went to Vanderbilt. I just saw Corey a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, that game there, Willie Ridge won that game. Now that game was won by 12 points. They beat Lamar. Tight game. Willie Ridge imposed their will on Lamar and pulled it out. But the game before that, they played LaPorte High School. I don't think a person on this show can name one person from that LaPorte High School team in 2001. Willie Ridge beat LaPorte 72-68. They won by 4. So that means 3 out of their last 4 wins, Howard, was they were losing in the fourth quarter or won by 1 possession. And the game before that was the Booker T. Washington, the Holly talked about Booker T. Washington, the first high school game that packed the Campbell Center and made it standing room only. It was the Aldine ISD Campbell Center was SRO because of that game, a playoff game, Willie Ridge and Booker T. Washington. A game where, as I remind you, check this out. This is what this game actually probably was one of the first major stripes on the sleeve of Ronnie Courtney. And I'll tell you why. During the last 15 seconds of the game, Willie Ridge was winning by 1 point. Booker T. Washington had the ball, the possession. And Ronnie Courtney instructed his players to foul on purpose. It took them a couple of seconds to get it. They were like, what do you mean? We winning. They were winning by one. He said foul on purpose with less than 15 seconds to go. They fouled Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington goes and hit the free throws, go up one, and then TJ Ford comes down and hit a shot to win the game with about 8 seconds to go. And the rest is history. But he fouled. I went later on. I asked him, why did you foul? And they say because Booker T. Washington was something like 16 for 20 from three-point land. And Ronnie Courtney said, basically told its assistant coach, Coach Howie, I refuse to let them dudes get off another three-point shot on us. They were like 16 for 20. Booker T. Washington was scorching hot that afternoon from three-point land. So, Willow Ridge beat Booker T by 2. Right? They beat LaPorte by 4. They beat Converse Justin in double overtime by 3. That was 3 of the last 5 games. All of these games were none of them were knockouts. That's not to take nothing away from those opponents. I'm just saying for you guys, if they beat those during that time, I think that Booker T. Willow Ridge had found various ways to win close games. I give them that. But to go and take from that at the end of that season, to just come back and take a deep breath and say they would have beat Yates by 20. Don't do that. Let's just say, man, they would be better than Yates. They would beat Yates, and let's roll with it. Don't do that. That's what I'm saying. So now, if these two teams were to hypothetically, you put it in your mind, play. Here's the deal. Put it like this. Remember, I mentioned the year before in 2000, Willow Ridge lost one game. I said they lost to Clements High School in December in the Fort Bend ISD tournament, featuring Kendrick Davis, the left-handed Kendrick Davis, who was signed with Arkansas out of high school. Here's the deal. That particular game, TJ Ford got in foul trouble because the referees that were assigned that game called it very tight because Willow Ridge pressed themselves. They pressed. And TJ Ford might have had 2 or 3 fouls in the first quarter. And that let little BD and KD, they hung on in there, and that team wasn't scared, and they ended up pulling off the win. My point is, Willow Ridge, at the end of the day, people that left that stadium, I remember people leaving, man, the referees, man, they got us. Well, that's the same reason that Yates, the year before, they lost one game, and Yates to Elsick High School in the championship game of the HISD tournament. And referees called it tight. I was there. Referees called yes. So here's my point. If those two teams would play, here's the thing, an ingredient to add into the gumbo. If the referees would allow Yates High School to get away with bumps and incidental maybe contact as a result of their press, then Yates will have a chance to beat anybody. But if the referees are going to call it by the law of the book, or it's a tight set of refs, 3 white refs, then Yates wouldn't stand a chance with a team like Willow Ridge. Now, my last thing before I close this topic, I just want to give nuggets on it and facts. And here's the fact. I mentioned those last 2 state games, Howard. And have you heard people talk about that Willow Ridge team before yourself as well, right? One of the biggest myths about the team, and I put an asterisk on it. You hear people say, man, that Willow Ridge team was too deep. Man, they played 10 guys. Well, they say the same thing about Yates, but not as athletic, not as strong, but here's the difference. I'm going to read you off the box score from the state semifinal game. When went double overtime, that means they had to play basically 5 quarters because overtime is a half of a quarter. So they played 5 quarters of this double overtime game. And in 5 quarters, Willow Ridge, Kenny Taylor played 39 minutes. TJ Ford played 40 minutes. Daniel Ewing played 40 minutes. Curtis Walker played 38 minutes. And Andre Watson played 27 minutes. So if you do safe math, the most you can play is 40. It's 200 minutes in a game slot. No matter how you divvy it up, it's 200 minutes. That means only 2 guys off that Willow Ridge bench touched the floor the entire 200 minutes combined. And that was Isaac Rollins, his nickname, they used to call him Tree. Everybody loved Big Tree. Big Tree played 15 minutes. He scored 2 points, had 2 rebounds in that game. And a young guard, athletic guard named Dante Yates. Dante went over to Lake Tougaloo in Mississippi, where he went to college at. Dante played 1 minute. 1 minute, Howard. He played 1 minute. So they had 2 guys that came off the bench. Right? One played 15 minutes, one played 1. Okay, that might not be. Let me give you so if that was just one of those games where, the starters just play, let's go to the championship game, which happened to less than 24 hours later. Less than 24 hours later, the championship game. Willow Ridge beat Bryan High School 65-58. Here's the box score. The minutes. Kenny Taylor played 29 minutes. Andre Watson, 28 minutes. Curtis Walker, 29 minutes. Daniel Ewing, 30 minutes. TJ Ford, 31 minutes. Right? So that means there was 13 minutes. Isaac Rollins played 6 minutes. Dante Yates played 6 minutes. And the kid Eddie Rowe played 1 minute. Let me tell you guys something. If y'all ain't noticed, Coach Courtney just went to state last year with Thurgood Marshall High School. Coach Courtney won state with Bush High School. That Bush High School team had a McDonald's All-American, a future McDonald's All-American on that team. He left that Bush High School team and went and transferred to Finley Prep in Vegas. That was Kelly Oubre. Coach Courtney has never
Jimmy, they didn't go to state. Whoa, they didn't go to state when Kelly was there.
They ended up going to state in the 2012.
When Kelly was there, they got beat.
No. Kelly was gone. Kelly left in 2010 after the 2011 season. He left. That following year, they won the state. But yeah, Kelly. No, I'm sorry. No. Take that back. Yeah, Kelly, 2010, 2012. Kelly came out in 14. I'm sorry. Kelly Oubre came out in 14. They had Cameron Ridley on the team in 2012. Cameron Ridley.
He played with Kelly too. He was on that same team.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Kelly Oubre was
make it to the state. That's all I'm saying. No, they didn't make it to the state. The Twins beat them. Travis sent their ass home. I was at the game.
Bush won in 2012. The Twins was 2013, Hatter.
That's what I'm talking about, 2013. But Kelly wasn't playing then.
I'm talking about 2012.
But you
I'm talking about 2012.
Okay.
2012.
Okay.
2012.
But
was when Kelly was a 10th grader.
No, it couldn't have been 2012, man.
That's when. Let me look it up.
You couldn't have been 2012. You gotta understand, Coach.
If I'm not mistaken,
I was too involved in high school. I would have known it.
Let me look it up. Kevin Freeman, he quick at it. He might be watching right now. He probably get too fast. I had shut the
If it ain't the A-way, he don't know no way.
A-way quiet right now. What C. King did them in football this past weekend, they quiet right now.
Wait a minute. They lost in football? They used to have a good team.
C. King put 70 points up on them the other day, man.
Okay, yeah.
Bush basketball. Okay, Bush basketball state. Fort Bend. Let's put Fort Bend. This AI got you all type of way. Fort Bend Bush. That's right. That's right. You're right. Cameron Ridley came out in 2012. They won state in 2010.
Yes,
That's
and more
that.
like
So that's I got the gaps back. So Cameron. So yes, Kelly Oubre was in the 10th grade when Cameron Ridley was in the 12th grade, and that year the Twins was 2013. They beat them in
yeah, because they beat
2012.
us, they beat them. Yeah.
But Cameron really had came over from Stratford High School to Bush High School, and he was in the 10th grade. So it's 10th. So Cameron really was a 12th grade. Kelly was a 10th grader then in 12,
Is
and
that
in
the year
13 he was 11th grade.
they played against Bel Air and Bel Air and out of bounds, the famous under the goal out of bounds? Is that
That was
year?
no, that yes, that was 2010.
Okay. Yeah.
That was 2010 at the Campbell Center when in the
Yeah.
year that Toby Iyediji passed
Yeah.
away, got killed about a month and a half, 2 months later, coming home from the school lock-in at the prom from Bel Air High School.
Okay.
So yeah, stand on that right there. Yeah, get that. I'm glad you jumbled that up so we can iron that wrinkle out in regard to the Kelly Oubre. He played with them, but that not that year they won state. No, he wasn't on the team. They won state. Cameron Ridley was on the team as a youngster when they won state in 2010. 2010, ironic, is the same year that Yates stole all of the stage because Yates High School had that team that I talked about earlier won a national championship. So one myth I dispelled about the depth. Now Willow Ridge High School. Let's not take nothing away from them guys. I just named you that the reserves. Willow Ridge High School had at least 5-6 guys on the bench that did not touch the court in some of those games that I just mentioned that could have started for 99% of the other high schools in the city that year. Those guys, Ronnie Courtney just never went deep. He's never a guy to go. If you watch his teams, he doesn't go deep. So
Yeah.
he don't go deep. So when people say, well, man, they was deep, they would have did it. Well, Ronnie Courtney didn't think about it. Ronnie Courtney knew how talented those guys was. That just wasn't his thing to go that deep as a coach.
No.
And who are us to argue about it? Because guess what it did to him? It put him in rare air where he's one of the very few, if not the only coach to go from a high school undefeated season state championship to a college Division I NCAA tournament back to a high school state championship. I don't think that's ever been done for public schools in the history of the United States. So that part right there, who are we to blame on that? He don't go deep though, guys. He don't go deep. So when you start doing the things and you're doing the comparison, they would have did this and this. Now, could those 6 guys have handled the suffocating press of Jack Yates High School? Make it state your case from now. Go have fun with it. Now, meanwhile, as far as Yates High School, that team and Willow Ridge. One thing about Willow Ridge, people asked the question and posed it incorrectly. They did not finish number 1 in the country that year. They finished number 2, according to USA Today. However, I put an asterisk on it because they were the number 1 public school in the country. At the time, Oak Hill, who had lost the game, I think, that year, USA Today was so stubborn that they kept them above Willow Ridge. And it was no way for them to play each other. I remember back in the days, people tried to get Coach Charles Breithaupt to go and give a special exemption so they can play each other. And they denied it. They let them get it off their chests. But they denied it, and Willow Ridge never got to play Oak Hill that year. And so they were number 2, according to USA Today. But they were the number 1 public school in the country, according to USA Today. So that would be the stance that I give you guys ammunition to go and fight with. And as far as Yates, they were number 1 in the country after 2010. Both coaches were National Coach of the Year. in their respective seasons. Coach Greg Wise from Yates, Coach Ronnie Courtney from Den Willowridge. So, and of course, Yates set about 5 or 6 national records that particular year, which they ended up. One was the most points in the game. I mean, most points average per game, which they would later break that in 2020, the COVID year. They came and broke that record by a lesser talented Yates team. But they will forever be in the record books. Uh, also, Yates the most steals per game,
I'm
and the
glad you
most
talked
100
about
point.
this, Coach. I saw that mess, and I don't even talk about stuff like this. This ain't
Yeah, I mean, I
important.
just want to give guys some ammunition or some facts to throw into the equation when they throwing it out there. And of course, so you know,
I don't get into the GOAT. You'll never hear me. I'm talking about no Michael Jordan. I mean, it's just different eras. It's just different eras, man. I came up the other day, Jimmy. I used a good one last week, and everybody been calling about him. I had a Mount Rushmore
of what?
of NBA basketball at a Mount Rushmore. Who and I had some qualifications. I said, don't have to be the most talented. Who had the most impact on
Well,
basketball?
so that means you laid your chalk
Yeah,
in the grave.
I
No,
laid it.
who had the most impact? So it's based on who had the most impact.
Impact. Yes, who had the most impact. And then guess what I said? See, unlike you saying these people are, I guess what else I did? I set the groundwork. Ain't nobody wrong. If that's who Alfio felt that's way, that's his. You can't get mad at nobody else because they ain't got so and so. Because somebody said, why ain't you got so and so? Why ain't you got your boy Steph on this list? Why didn't you buy the boy? And then but see, what I did, Jimmy, I had reasons why I had my guys on the Mount Rushmore. I gave you just can't say, well, you had to give a reason. And then the next day I came back with who's your 10 best players ever in the NBA. And it can't be wrong. See, that's the problem when you talk about people get to arguing and lose friendships. So I know y'all can't, if that's the way he feel, he saw the game different from me. If he think this guy, because somebody kept saying, man, a Herb gonna ask me, I think he on here, man, how you leave Curry, no, how I leave Kobe out? I said, well, who, I did your favorite thing. Well, who I'm gonna take out to put him in? I had my 10. Who you gonna take out to put him in? And what I'm trying to tell people, I'm not saying nothing about you. The crazy part of it, there are not no wrong answers. This is everybody's opinion. And when people start respecting people's opinion a lot better, I mean, Kevin Freeman, he gonna have a different thing. If you talk about Houston high school basketball, he gonna think heavily toward who? Atascocita. No matter who beat the hell out of Atascocita yesterday, you just said he got beat by 70. Look what he said. Look what he brought up next. That's what he came up. So that's the way he look at it. You worried about being beat by 70 putting on. He worried about A-Way and Summer Creek sold out
Well,
tomorrow.
Summer Creek is the favorite in that game now. And that's a rare air. Unless Atascocita is playing North Shore, they're not used to being the underdog. So you're coming off of a humbling, humiliating loss to where you allowed a district opponent to put up 70 points on you with a 10th grade running back.
But the point I was making is he don't care. His opinion is the A-Way. When people making these lists and doing it, like you said, you done sit up and gave these people all this information today, then people gonna still say, man, Willie Ridge, man, I still got Willie Ridge. I still got, no matter what you say.
But still you can take them, but just don't. My plea is to not throw out they beat them by 20. Well, hell, they didn't beat them last 5 teams by 12. 12 is the most. They won the average by like 4.5 points a game was their average margin of victory over their last 5 games of that season. Their last 5 games. So how you gonna sit there and say they're gonna beat these dudes by 20? Stop. Just say they would beat them. Okay, if that's the case. Now, if you think that them 6 guys would have held up on that press, I just gave you proof.
You can't legislate how they think, though.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
think they'd have beat him by 20, they would have been. Maybe they think about the styles of play. Maybe I don't know what they're thinking about. I didn't even hear. Somebody told me about it. Somebody mentioned it the other day on the screen. I don't even know what the hell they talking about. Who would beat who? You ain't gonna never know who would beat who.
See,
Bill Russell, you ain't gonna
you
never know
never,
how him and LeBron could have
it's a
played together.
hypothetical. It's a hypothetical
So why get
conversation.
mad about it? That's the point.
That was my thing at first. So stop going down the rabbit hole on conversations like that.
They gonna keep doing that, man.
Yeah, but you know what happens? Here's what could happen, and what likely to happen. Somebody's gonna get so frustrated that frustration will go from there. And then whatever you got to do next, whoever the next person that call you on the phone, you got to answer that phone call, and that stuff is gonna probably spill over.
But then
energy,
they got that person got a sickness.
that energy, because now you're mad.
No,
somebody knock on the door. Somebody trying to get over you in the car on the phone. Road. Now you're mad. You don't. Just relax.
That's
Have
a form
fun with
of
the conversation.
mental illness. That's a form, and you might not understand if that's what triggers you to be mad at everybody else because somebody said your team got beat by 20. Then that's a form of mental illness. Yes. Go talk to them doctors. That's a form of mental illness. That ain't nothing that you should carry on unless that's a problem with you. So no, I mean it ain't that big. Me saying LeBron is the GOAT, Michael Jordan the GOAT. No, he might go. No. He did this here. He did this here. I never get caught up in that mess. Now I know people that argue about that all the time.
All day. That's the same.
And
yeah.
I say,
and then it's like, oh my God. You just want to throw some hot water in the middle of the pile. I mean, so it's guys, and man, both teams were great, man. Why make effort to tear one of them down at the expense of the other one when it's something that can never ever be proven? That's the thing. That's my point. Why you can't embrace these dudes? Like, dude. First of all, you want to do homework? Go back, go talk to one of the older heads. Back in the older days when these guys, the guys didn't have the luxury or the benefit to play around the country and different type of invite only camps and all that stuff. And some of those some of those Wheatley teams, Cashmere teams back in the old days. And talk to some of those guys and see who are the talent that they had. They didn't have the luxury of being recruited by those national schools on abundance with options. One coach may come down and get that high major on every one of those teams. They had a pro on most of those teams. So that's the thing in regard to that, guys. So have fun with it and be easy with those type of conversations when you are in debate. That's all. And as we right on cue, of course. Now, Rod Wells, you got his stuff on there, Rod Wells. The Dodgers beating the Reds, that is nothing to celebrate about.
Why not, Jimmy? Because if they went to Jimmy, they'd have been home with.
That's a free space.
Man, that ain't fair.
Dude, the Reds had no business even being in the playoffs. The Mets got upset on the last day of the season, 4-0, got blanked by the Marlins, and that's the reason that the Reds got into the postseason. So,
that ain't the Dodgers' fault.
The Reds were happy to be there, especially 2 years removed from being one of the worst one or two teams in baseball. So guess what?
And guess where they at right now? They hanging out with Altuve.
They going home. I told you that. They going home. Now, of course, tonight, either Boston
Jimmy,
or New York.
Before you go there, Jimmy, they said, somebody texted me and said, Robert, this is the first time that we have ever had 3 elimination games on the same night. Elimination games on the same 3 on the same night. Might have been 2 on the same night, 1 on the same, but never 3. It was talking about that. That's why they're so landmarked tonight. So
yes, and that's tonight. Mm-hmm. Detroit and Cleveland, and then that tips off probably in first pitches in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, somebody playing now.
Of course, San Diego at Chicago, and of course Boston at New York. Now remember now, the thing about these wild card thing, the rule how they do it now, there's no traveling across country in these wild card games.
Okay.
In these first round games,
You
round, there's no the team with the better record got home field advantage for all 3 games.
Oh, so they play 3 games in the same city, if possible.
3 games in the same city. Ain't no back and forth.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Ain't no back and forth.
Yeah, the other game tipped off just now. Yeah.
It just tipped off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me see.
Padre, I just want Tatis. He got to get a hit, man. My man didn't get a hit the other day, man.
He got one yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I'm talking about the game before. I'm talking about.
You can't tell that. You got to bury that, man. You got to flush that. They got he's on second base.
I told you what happened to me.
You see Manny hit that ball to the moon when Tatis was on second base when Manny Machado came to bat and he hit that ball clean out of Wrigley Field. The ball cleared the whole stadium.
Hold up, Jimmy. Tatis walked. He didn't hit. He walked.
Oh, he walked on in? Okay,
Yeah.
I saw him on second base. I saw him jump up and he scored around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Let me tell you something. You man, Chicago.
I just love
Cubs,
my team. Hold up. My team's still in. All of them.
How about this? The 2 players that the Astros refused to sign are in the playoffs in these elimination games today. Kyle Tucker, King Tucker with the Cubs, and of course Bregman with the Boston Red Sox. Bregman came up big yesterday. Well, in that big win, the big win day before yesterday.
Yankees winning tonight. Yankees, the Padres. See, the Guardians and the Tigers. I just don't know no players. I don't like no players on their team, so I can't never cheer for no. I cheer for players. So I don't know one player on neither one of them teams. You probably would tell me. Who the star for the Guardians?
For who?
The Guardians. Cleveland.
Oh, shucks.
See, who the star for the Tigers?
Well, we know the star for the Tigers. Tigers got the best pitcher in baseball.
Who?
They got the best pitcher. They got the best pitcher in
What is that?
baseball. Scooball, something like that. Scoop, SKUBAL. They got the best pitcher in baseball. Dude, this dude is throwing 100 miles an hour in a 7 minute. They got a man child. He's the anchor of the team in regarding to them. But as far as
he ain't
Cleveland,
gonna pitch tonight.
No. Not gonna throw him that soon. Absolutely not. He pitched in game 1, had like 14 strikeouts in game 1. And
you got me wanting to look now. I want to see who this dude is. Oh yeah. He had them 14 strikeouts. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. She had 2 years, his arm might be gone. Man, where's my man, Where's my man, Verlander?
He's in with the Giants over there with Dusty Baker.
Okay. They on vacation too.
Well, yeah, they saying they were in contention and they just fell out down the stretch. Remember they got the boy from Boston Red Sox over there in Frisco, and he did pretty good, but they just Padres, Dodgers, they're too loaded for them this year.
Texans and the Ravens this weekend. You ain't got to give me that one. Texans and the Ravens. Who's gonna win that?
Texans have a chance because Jackson may not play. It's gonna be a game time decision, and they may not want. That's a risk that
Cooper Rush gonna kill them boys, man.
Well, I'm just saying that's a risk that Baltimore may not want to take because you're talking about a hamstring. If you aggravate that, you're losing him for 5 weeks. So you can let him sit out this week against the Texans at home. Your team you still should beat.
Oh, the Texans on the road? Oh,
yes.
Texans can't play good on the road.
But think about it. Now you got a legitimate reason to give the ball to the big fella, to the running back, over and over and over and over, which he don't get. He might
been fumbling that mother. I wouldn't give him the ball either with his big old fumbling ass.
Yeah, but that's what Action Jackson in the game. But now, because Jackson he didn't practice yesterday. That doesn't mean he's not going to play. Because I know a guy like him wants to get out on that field. But if you aggravate that hammy, then y'all are done. They already at least they can fight for a wild card and get on up in there that way.
I'll give you that one last one. I got to get out of here.
Oh man, we just talked about the Dodgers. This ain't the Dodgers. This ain't. Hey
Man,
man,
that
Monday,
man love them Dodgers, man. Take him off.
make the screen a different color than the blue because that's too close to them Dodgers. Don't do that because that why we're still thinking. But yeah, Ohtani, Ohtani set the record for the most. The first player to ever have 50 home runs and 50 strikeouts in a season. No, not him at bat striking out as a pitcher to strike 50 different people out and hit 50 home runs in the. Oh man, there you go. There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Speak on
No, man,
Verlander. You thought
I
Verlander.
didn't ask about the wife. I asked about
You
him.
wanted me to say. You wanted me to say Verlander was going out the country. He gone fishing somewhere. So you can go. You got ready to sneak on back to California and duck on up in California. That's what it is.
I'm thinking about. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, the Dodgers already in. So who they play next?
They play Phillies. They got to go to. I said it yesterday. They got to go. That's the series now. That's a series. Dodgers at Philly. Philly has home field advantage and 1 week of rest. A whole entire week of rest. I like that. That can come against you because your rhythm can get off. But I love this series. That's what I'm saying. This year, Major League Baseball, these playoffs, it's wide open. It's wide open, man. And every other team has a former Astro or something on there. It's funny, so it's intriguing. But I'm game for it. So, but with that being said, don't forget, guys. Again, this weekend starting tomorrow, we have the Super 16 Extravaganza, the Fall High School Championships taking place at the Fox Den over in Cypress. Used to be Louetta and the Sun Auto Sports Complex. Get them over there and support the high school. See what team. Get a sneak peek at some of these teams, and so that way you can kind of see what they're working with. There's a lot of talent around the area for us team wise, and the energy is going to be epic. This is a tournament, a fall ball tournament, not with a showcase division is added to it. So we also, like I said, the schedule is posted on rcssports.com along with the showcase division schedule, and the rosters are posted as well. You download the RCS Sports app. But it's time to slide down Dino's back and get on the body. But first, we're gonna give a shout out to some of you guys. Now you got your starting five. Who gonna put in the game? The game, hey, it's garbage time now. What
Okay.
five you put in the game now? It's garbage time. What five in the game is garbage time right now? Garbage
Talking about
time
on the show?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You got your starting five, now you got your closing five. Who you closing five?
Who to close? Old Miss Belinda, she closed with that talking about me and Verlander away. Rod Wells been busting you lately. We don't talk about Fob just came on talking about what's going on at 2:00. And Freightman ended up, and then Lori talking about going back to the picks. I ain't going back to the picks. I ain't going back to the picks. Y'all let Jimmy pick by himself. Lori. And that's it. That's all. That's a starting four. That's starting four. But I'm out of. But guess what? I can't wait to get back to the Chavez Ravine, Jimmy. The Chavez Ravine. I love that place, Jimmy. Ain't nothing like going to the Dodger Stadium, y'all, and watching a baseball game. And y'all, it's built in the side of a mountain. I don't know how them people built that thing back then, Jimmy.
I've been to a game there before.
I mean, it's just it's blue heaven. He talking about blue. Jimmy, I walked in that joint. I said, "What the heck is go?" It's different, man. It's different.
If I'm I just thought about something. The series between the Dodgers
and Philly
and the Phillies, right? Mm-hmm. Let's see something. So they're gonna play Saturday, game 1.
Okay.
It's Saturday, right? So that means game 2
gonna be Sunday.
No, they'll give them a day off. They're gonna play Monday. Game 2, right?
So
check
next
this out.
week.
Hold on. It's a best of 5. So Game
it's best
2
of 5?
is best of 5, right? So check this out. Hold on. Game, that's Monday. Game 3 is going to be on Wednesday
Back in.
in LA.
Yeah.
Game 4 is on Thursday in LA.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And game 5, they have to come back to Philly if it's game 5 on Saturday. So, Alan, let me see something, said the blind man. Boy, they ain't set the time yet for Wednesday.
And
Boy,
and always remember now, you gaining time when you go back.
But that's a West Coast game.
It's 2
So
hours
that game
behind.
would be the last game of the day.
Yeah, you can make it.
I might get some red. Give me some red on for them Phillies.
No, you ain't going out there with no. Don't you go out there with no red on. Oh. Listen to me. Don't you go out there with no red on. That's all I'm trying to tell you right now.
I got Chris Brown, get his little homeboys, and Suge Knight homeboys. They can roll with. They got me. They get me. They get me.
Hey, boy, hey. If you go out there, you got a place to eat. You go right by the food truck.
That's on the other side of town, though. They ain't right there.
No, that's right down. No. Rod Wells go get his food, then go right down the street. Dude, Chavez is near downtown.
I can't eat no fried food till November the 1st.
You can't eat no fried food. Ain't no use getting none. Ain't no use you getting none. You can't eat no fried food.
Sandra might want.
We ain't baking nothing.
Sandra might want that. She might want some. If they make that game at the right time.
What's up, Jay Jackson? Y'all late, man. But I got to get a.
Hella, that game going to be like a 7, 8 o'clock night game. If that game at the right time, I can make that joint. And you know what? I'd be so cold even roll up that thing around about the 4th inning when you get them tickets, when all the scalpers and said the hell with it, they ain't going to sell no more tickets. And you walk up in that thing, I might get the ticket for $20. Right about that time.
What?
Yeah, after the game has started, you go 4, 5 innings deep. Ain't nobody buying no tickets coming in the game. You walk up that thing 4th inning. Hey man, give me a ticket, man.
Better get an Uber. Better get an Uber, because you ain't gonna be nowhere to park.
No, I ain't getting no car. I ain't never getting no car in LA. Ever. So anyway, that's the ticket, man. We see you guys. Of course, time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing. I'm looking at that win. Hey, boy, I like that there. Well, what's that? Yes.
We out of here, y'all.
San Diego be playing the same day if they win.
That's right down the street.
They playing Milwaukee. I ain't got nothing really. Milwaukee ain't really sexy enough.
Oh, that's
it's
right.
Philly game.
Wait a minute, San Diego got to win tonight.
Yeah, they gonna win tonight. They got you on the mound, man. They got a Cy Young winner on the mound tonight.
Talking about you, Darvish. What is that?
Yeah. They gonna win.
They got the best player in the world playing with them tonight.
Ooh.
Fernando Gabriel Tatis.
So Tatis better than Mookie? That what you saying? Yeah. Tatis better than Mookie?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Based on what? Throw the chalk in the ground. Based on what?
That's it. I put it like this. If I had one ticket to go, I'm going to see Tatis. Yeah. I'm going to see Fernando. His name Gabriel Fernando Tatis Jr.
Guys, y'all.
I'm out of here, y'all. We go.
Hey.